Yeah, okay, hello. Um, I want to continue again to practice speaking and reading in English. And now in day 64, I want to continue again. And topic for today is the customer reported a bug we couldn't reproduce. Good morning, Olivia. Olivia, morning, you look concerned. A customer reported a serious bug. What happened? They said the application sometimes deleted the wrong employee recorded. Sometimes that's the difficult part. Can we reproduce it? Not yet. Did QA reproduce it? No. What about the development environment? Same result. Everything works. Exactly. Maybe the customer made a mistake. Maybe. Should we close the ticket? Not so fast. Why? Because I can reproduce it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Exactly. So where do we start with information? What kind? Let's read a report carefully. Okay, what browser were they using? Google Chrome. Which version? Version 142. Operating system Windows 11. Time of incident yesterday afternoon. Good. Is that enough? Not yet. What else? Can they describe the exact step they wrote? Gone. I click delete. That's not enough. No. Which bag? Right. Which employee? Okay. How many records were on the page? I didn't think about that. So we should ask for more details? Yes. One then bother the customer? No, if we ask politely. Makes sense. later after later that afternoon. Support engineer. The customer replied, great. SA. They also attach a screen recording. Even better. Olivia, let's watch it. Wait. What did you notice? They double click the delete button. Good observation. We only click once during testing. Exactly. Let's try it. Go ahead. Double, double click and delete button. Oh, there it is. Now I reproduce it. Excellent. So the bug was real. It was. I almost assumed the customer was wrong. I'm glad you didn't. Me too. Customers usually report that they experience, even if they can explain it perfectly. Exactly. Now that we can reproduce it, what's the next step? Find the root cause. Good. Should we start changing the code? Not yet. Why? First, understand why it happens, right? I think the button sends two requests. Let's verify how. Open the browser's network tab. I see one request and a second request. Exactly. So the server received two delete requests. That's our clue. How should we fix it? Can you think of a few ideas? We could disable the button after that first click. Good. Or show a loading state. Also good. Or ignore the duplicate requests on the server. Excellent. Which one should we choose? Maybe more than one. Defense in depth. Exactly. Can I ask something, Lois? How did you say calm? Because I've seen this before, really, many times. What's the biggest mistake people make? Assuming. Assuming what? That the customer is wrong, or assuming we already know the cause. Exactly. So the bugging sat with curiosity. Yes, not certainly. Exactly. The customer just emailed again. What did they say? They thank us for taking the issue seriously. That's nice to hear. People appreciate being instead too. Can I tell you what I learned today, please? A bug report is not as accusation code. It's information. Exactly. Our job isn't approve the customer wrong, right? Our job is to understand what happened. Perfect. One last question. Go ahead. That's the most important part of debugging. Finding the truth, not proving ourselves right. Never. One observation at a time. Yeah, one observation at a time. One experiment at a time. Yeah, one experiment at a time. One bug at a time. Of course, one bug at a time. And one satisfied customer at a time. Yeah, one satisfied customer at a time. And thank you. Okay, in the 64 lessons, I have to learn about the Wichuan principle. Maybe this more important in debugging professional is not assumption. Let's start to debugging. And when bug not to reproduce, it, they is not only not have a bug, and the task for engineer is collect the fact, not the assumption. And my favorite sentence for today is debugging starts with curiosity, not certainly. Okay, thank you for watching.